can't talk about it.
So secret, we can't talk about it. Someone was talking about it. It's no longer a secret now, I know.
Criminal enterprise operating within the confines of the U.S. government. It was after that I started researching and went back and found out about the Illuminati. Illuminati/Satanism. The satanic cults operate secretly.
Pretty young, there were lots of kind of big secret lesbian parties. Nobody was out, right? So it would be like Melissa Etheridge would throw a party and KD would be the
secret lesbian parties. Yeah, because this is where they were dealing with Kinsey in Aleister Crowley's diaries. In the secret lesbian parties. Do you know of her? She took her money and said, fuck her own, right here in the United States. So she takes her money over there to Africa. Like I freak her. And she builds a school for the females. Guess what the females were learning there? How to masturbate. And how to masturbate each other. Yeah, Oprah, your secret is out too. Oprah goes both ways. That's why her name is Oprah one way, and Harpo the other.
there, and I would be there, and Ellen would be there.
One of the most powerful witches in the United States.
Didn't I tell you? He said one of the most powerful witches in the United States. Why do you think they put it on TV? So that everyone they were brainwashed, fucking with to think that they were gay can be happy now. Oh, we are taking over TV. We will be seen everywhere. Why do gay people have to be seen everywhere with their happy asses? Why? Why can't they just keep themselves in the closet like everyone else? You know what I mean? You don't see two straight people outside in the alley fucking. You will see them fucking. I don't go to movies for two reasons. One, people start getting killed in there. And two, before people were getting killed in there, there were men going around sucking off men. From one man to another, I saw this. My children are in this movie. And I was hoping that my children did not see. They never said anything about it. But I saw it. And Elishama saw it. This one guy would go to this person. And how I saw it, it was like something was going up and down, up and down, up and down. And I looked. And it's a man. And you can see the back of his head and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? So I thought was he tagging off? They found Pee Wee Herman in the movie house tagging off. See what happens to your children? And then this man went from that man. And I saw him get up and he had on a little skirt. And we are in LA, so they are dominating LA. He had on a little skirt and a little top. And they saw him walk past that man. The aisle was empty that man was in. And he walked down into the aisle to another chair where it was kind of empty in that area. And then I saw him do the same thing. And then I was on the bus. I have to tell you this. And it was two guys on the bus. They were together, right? The girl was by herself. The next thing I know, I went to sleep. Next thing I know, I wake up. And now the girl and the guy is sitting in the chair in front of me, right? And the next thing I know, the people on the bus, they are waking me up. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And she is sitting there. She is there, sucking the boy's dick on the bus. She was melanated. I knew then they both were under mind control to do so. Because they knew about mind control at the time. They put her off the bus. See, where they were going, the guys were going to get off there anyway. They were brothers. They were going to get up and on the next stop anyway. She was not. The bus driver told her she could not get back on his bus. So now see, she got her dick sucking ass left behind. You see what happens when you follow a Neanderthal mind? I mean, but what was going through her mind? Didn't she know she was on the bus? There were children on the bus. Wow, and they were in the seats right in front of me. Yeah. Wow. And gay people will do the same thing. In that movie, and the band played on, that's funny that it was called the band played on, you know? Because for almost every word you say, Google it, any word, and see if a band comes up. I Google tornado, they have a band called Tornado. Wow. I Google brother, there's a band called Brother. I Google time, there's a band called Time. There's music for every fucking word in the world, or at least in the English words. Yes. Google it and see. With your nosy ghosting ass.
On television. All initiates of the satanic doctrine do all things backwards.
They do all things backwards. Why?
I get a lot.
That's because there are only 12 strands, and of course they would do things backwards. Where I come from, they say they do things crooked. They are crooked. They do not know how to walk a straight line. They can walk a straight line for a while, and then they will go that way on their own mindset to do something that will hurt the others, because they only go to do something to get into someone else's mind. Because in their mind, there's only horror. When they go into their mind, wow, the things they see. Dorothy can see when she was 14 months old what was happening to her when she goes in her mind. Wow.
A lot of people quoting from the Bible to me. I don't know why, but a lot of people quote the Bible to me.
Remember I said she would wear a dildo? And then I said, which? This one. And they said she is the biggest witch. Wow. And she has blonde hair. I wonder if she has blue eyes. If she is truly blonde hair and blue eyes, then she is dead. So of course she can be a witch. The Walking Dead. That's why they do so many movies, The Walking Dead. See her name? Check it out. E.L. this way, E.L. that way. She is the kick-ass guy. You see? And she came to make all these women feel happy. And there are some women who will just go with another woman and have sex just to see what it is about. Are you fucking nuts? Are you kidding me? And all of these people are Christians. Go and ask them. They have all given their lives to their Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, bitch ass. All of them. And he has not come to get in one of their heads to tell them what the fuck is going on. He just lists them Ellen, the god of gayism, lesbianism. He just lets us lead all of his children astray. And now, after they deal with their own, the pink ones, see, they're all pink. When they deal and lead them all astray, they see how it is done. Now, let's go and get Martin Luther King. Even before then, you know what I'm saying. Now, let's go and get all of the melanated females. Let's make them want to just see how it is to have sex with another woman. Or they can just be pillow princesses, which means that the lesbian will just lick on them. They are not lesbians. They are pillow princesses. Fuck that shit. If you have sex with another woman and you are a woman, you are gay. Something is wrong with your brain cells. It used to be that when they started this shit, there was my brother, Uma Johnson, and he was talking about it. And it used to be a disease, I know. It used to be a disease because they think my sister Deborah is born that way. So it was a disease. Now it is a way of life. It is a culture. What the fuck? You know what that reminds me of? Sodom and Gomorrah. And she said, you think hell is a big party, you motherfucking real? Isn't that some form of a party? And they are so happy. Most of the audience will become gay if they are not gay already. Because they are pink. So they were born and raised into the bullshit. Kinsey syndrome, remember?
Watch them, and these are nice,
Kinsey syndrome.
clean
and there shall be no might in thine hand. So are they saying that there was no might in his hand? Because it appears that there wasn't. I think he is the son of a gun and was telling. But and thine eyes shall look and fall and fail with longing for them all the day long. Longing for what? Oh, this is Deuteronomy 28. In Deuteronomy 28, it tells you all the things that if you do this, then you can live like this. But if you do that, then you will live up under Neanderthal mind control. Yeah, it tells you that. And so I did this, what I was supposed to be doing. And then the next thing, bam. Someone came and pulled the rug from under me. Although they were trying to do it all my life, like take a really good man like Alicia Ma and put him on drugs. And then they turned Alicia Ma into a pedophile. That's what they do. They will introduce you to someone that is connected to you. You know, you have things in common. And there was this guy, he was a Muslim. But he did karate and kung fu, and he had pictures of him somewhere in the Shaolin temple and all that shit. And now I find they could have photoshopped all that shit. And he also did drugs. And he was melanated also. He kind of looked like Bob Marley. He was the color of Bob Marley and everything. I even when he come through the door, I would call him Bob Marley. And he would smell. And here is a 15. And that is 6. And there is a 3 and a 2, which is 5. Wow. 2 and 8, that is complete. And this is the children, you know, your children that you have, the 2 is the son or son and daughter. Sons and daughters. And this is number 8, the life. When you put it together, then they become complete. But the 6 came along with the 5. Wow. And 6 and 5 is also 11, which will take you back to the 2, which is your children. They are like serpents. And there shall be no might in thine hand. That happened to me. There was no might in my hand. There was nothing I could do. All the fighting I did, all the writing I did, it was nothing I could do. They still took my children. I mean, they took my children away. I thought they had actually just say, someone else can have them. I couldn't have them anymore. And then my children began to live the most horrible life. And my third daughter, she was 14 when California came. She had to go out by herself when she was 14. And now, her baby girl will be turning 14 soon. And she tells them, you guys have it good. Your age, you have it good. At 14, I was out on the street on my own. And me and her both know that they wanted to turn her into a prostitute because they had already taken all of her friends and put them in foster care. And all of her friends had turned into whores. They did not take her and put her into foster care. Why? Because her last name was not Israel. They also did not take my grandbaby. Why? Because her last name was not Israel. They only took the Israel children. And that was me of Judah being carried away whole. All of Judah was carried away. And no one cared for my soul. Not one. I did not find one person. Not one. And even those that appeared to care for me, sometimes it took years later, but they turned out to be perps. And they hurt me more at that time because now I am really homeless with my child. And that person had been with me from before when I first came back to San Diego with Dim and Walking. I had been here before, and I met her. She was younger than me, but she knew. I tell everyone, she has all kind of resources. She knew this, knew that. You go to these places, they help you. You know, you can move up where you don't need them to help you anymore. You know, like helping hand. You know, don't just keep handing them things. You know, they actually helped us so that we could climb up. And she told us all of these places. And my son was 2 at the time. And I had been here and there and everywhere being targeted and all this kind of stuff. And I'm coming back here and I'm targeted some more. And she helps me out to get into a room. And all the time, she was targeting me. And her name is Sharonda Walker. And I thought she was cool with me because Sharonda has Sharon in it. And that's my sister, my older sister. But her name wasn't Sharon. It was Sharonda. And her name was Walker. And then I found it odd too. Her name is Walker. And my first grandbaby last name is Walker. Michael Walker, you know? See, so they always seem to connect. My son was 2, my baby, when I met her. And he was like 16 when we found out that she had been perping us all the time. Wow, huh? Wow. You never know, like my Abba say, you do not know who's who.
The FBI refuses to investigate it. We have in this country today a covert government enterprise.
He said today, and I don't know when he did this, but it appeared to be years ago. But they are still here today, the covert enterprise. They give each other prizes too.
Primarily by U.S. military intelligence that is operating full throttle, and everybody refuses to investigate it. Everybody refuses to investigate it.
My name is John Douglas. I'm our FBI agent. Ran the behavioral science unit at Quantico 25 years. The early 1970s.
Look how he looks. He is ugly. He has the cowlick too. So he appears to be a Jeffy. And sometimes you can tell Jeffys too through their noses. Their noses look like tomatoes, you know? He has that ugly big nose right there too. He is also a Jeffy because desTr0Y is a Jeffy and a Jew. But he may be all mixed together. But I know desTr0Y is a Jeffite and a Jew. I see that in him. I don't know if he's Canaanite, but he could be all 3 mixed together. They're still all endos. Endo. Wow.
Academy, police officers coming in from around the world, and the cops were kind of throwing around words like ritual and using it interchangeably with satanic crimes.
He is a profiler. FBI profiler. I don't care if he is good or if he is bad. It does not matter. He is pink. He's still there. Maybe he does not want to be a part of what is going on over there. So he will be a part of what's going on in this agenda over there. They have 13 agendas set in place for the melanated man. 13 agendas from the top to the bottom of the triangle. 13 agendas. And there's your number 13. Don and Douglas. Douglas, I have books. They left me with like 3 or 4 books. When they took all of them, like thousands. Left me with like 3 or 4 books. And one of my books, when you research the name Douglas, because it is Jenkins' name, it turns out to be a slave. But also here, you have USA. And if I ever get a hold of those books, wow, that'll be too bad. Because that means I have my own place. If I can get my things out of storage, I have my own place. And I did say if I get my own place, I will quit telling on them, so I won't be able to break down Douglas. I have a book. I wrote the book on it and I still have it. And there is USA. More things are in there too. And I won't get into it though. Like LOUD, loud. And I won't get into the rest.
We didn't see one case.
In the Nebraska case, it's called the Franklin cover-up. They were taking children out of foster homes, orphanages, and flying them to Washington, D.C. for sex orgies with prominent people, including congressmen, senators, and certain people in the White House.
And this shit still continues. They're showing us the same pictures over for a reason. Maybe in case if you don't see something, maybe in the next one, or the third one, or the fourth one, you will see it. But I know if you show me something 3 times, you're trying to put me under mind control, or you want me to wake up to something.
Two separate parties. One for the white kid, one for the black kid. You saw.
I do not know symbols of clothes. That is someone else's job. That is not mine. See, the tie he has on? The tie he has on and the tie he has on, they all mean something.
Illumination of 1,000 points.
Even their ties mean something. You think they're all men and they just wear different ties so they don't look alike. They all look alike in their clothes. But even the ties mean something. You see? See that forehead? He is also a Japhite. He is a Japhite and a Canaanite. You know?
Of light, and it is expressed by all who know the irresistible force of a child's hand. They call the boys toys. I don't know what they call the girl.
They call the boy toys. Now remember they did the movie The Melinated Man, and his name is Richard Pryor, and they called that movie Toy. Wow. And when they say Obama, that's what I think about. You know, because Toy, they have him on strings as though he is Pinocchio, Geppetto's son, thing Geppetto created, you know? Yeah, wow. So that's what they call the boys' toys.
The men are more interested in the little boys than they are the girls.
They're more interested in little boys than they are the girls because of what Alistair Crowley said.
For some reason. Crowley taught
That's
that
it.
the way you could live forever was through sodomy, especially of young boys.
You're familiar with a fellow named Alistair Crowley? I've heard of him.
The movie.
Washington Times reported today that unidentified White House aides in the Carter, Reagan, and Bush administrations now are being investigated for using the services
Cowboys.
of a call boy ring.
It's called the Franklin Cover-Up. This is the book here that Johnny Camp wrote, by the way. It's all documented in there.
You literally have to have bricks for brains to take on the FBI in this country. And that's exactly what you have to do this properly. They now, in my opinion, in my investigation, are the architects of the cover-up.
Now they are the architects. So now they have taken over Hiram Abed's job using the science of Hiram Abed along with the towers and satellite and Wi-Fi and machines and gadgets. Wow. For mind control. They are the architects. They will make us in their image. We have made man in our image. They will make us in their image. Soon, the melanated man will be a Neanderthal too. Soon, all melanated people, all melanated men, females, and males will be Neanderthals. Yeah, I'm 50. They don't let us live to 70 or 80 anymore, so I'm going to be dead soon. I will not be here to see it. I am so glad and thankful. I will not be here to see all melanated men become Neanderthals, and the earth will be filled with Neanderthals.
Satanic crimes. We did a close evaluation. We didn't see one. We didn't see one case.
The key evidence? A statement that Jesse Miss Kelly gave them.
They even call him Jesse and then call him Miss Kelly. His surname is Miss Kelly. Who would keep Miss Kelly on their son? That would not be my son surname, Miss M-I-S-S, Kelly too. Those are also code words, Kelly. Kelly is the kick-ass guy. It is also the KKK, who has put Yahweh under their feet. This will be my last video for today. It is time for people to wake up. Like he out. Shalom.